This is the Cholo News Report for Tuesday 05 March 2019. Pope Francis announces the Vatican's Historical Archives of Pope Pius VI's Pontificate. The prefect of the Vatican's secret archive said the opening would allow a more profound evaluation of a figure who had been subject to what he called superficial criticism. The Yad Vashem Holocaust Memorial commended the decision and expressed expectation that researchers will be granted full access to all the documents stored in the archives. A helicopter crashes in Central Island National Park, Kenya, killing 4 American tourists and their Kenyan pilot. Police said 2 helicopters had landed on the island's Labolo-tented camp on Sunday evening. One flew away safely. Local media say the pilot, Mario Mabonga, once worked for the country's deputy president and had extensive training and experience. He had previously served as a Kenya Defense Forces pilot, but had been working for a private firm, Kittle Helicopters, since March 2017. A 4.6 magnitude earthquake is felt in central Alberta just before 6 a.m. The epicenter was determined to be just south of Red Deer, and is believed to be the result of tectonic activity west of the Rocky Mountains. No structural damage or injuries are reported, and it is unlikely to cause aftershocks. Residents living in central Alberta took to social media on Monday to share stories of power outages and houses shaking after concerns over a potential earthquake. Germany says it will amend the German nationality law to strip of their citizenship dual nationals who have fought for foreign militant groups, such as ISIL. The new rule would also only apply under strict conditions. The individual must be above 18 years of age, and have more than one nationality, so that he or she would not be left stateless after losing the German citizenship. The legal change will not apply retroactively, meaning that German IS fighters who are already jailed will not be affected. The Trump administration announces it will allow lawsuits by U.S. citizens against dozens of Cuban companies and other entities concerning property confiscated by the Cuban government. A spokesperson says Cuba's support for Venezuela's incumbent president, Nicolas Maduro, was taken into consideration when the decision was made. Every U.S. president has suspended on a rotating 6-month basis a section of the 1996 Helms-Burton Act that would allow such lawsuits by Cuban Americans and other U.S. citizens, due to opposition from the international community and fears it could create chaos in the U.S. court system with a flood of legal claims. A complete lifting of the ban could let potentially billions of dollars in legal claims move forward in U.S. courts and likely antagonize Canada and U.S. European partners, whose companies have significant business holdings in Cuba. Trump aides have regularly denounced Cuba for what they say is political and security assistance helping Maduro to keep his grip on power since opposition leader Juan Guaido invoked the Venezuelan constitution in January and swore himself in as interim president. Former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper announces he is running for the Democratic Party's nomination to be President of the United States.